I come on here as the proudly Uppity African.
The conversation is ongoing about being an Uppity Africa, and people have come out to share their thoughts on this conversation. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Princess Banigo and you are welcome to Banigo's TV. So this whole drama started because of Tyla. Because Tyla, her speech, her attitude at to the VMAs and whatnot, it brought a whole lot of backlash into Tyla. I already made one video addressing that, and right now people are still talking. Tell me why they are still talking about Tyla being an Uppity Africa, and a lot of people had things to say for the Black Americans, and some of them said they're not going to call them African, African Black Americans or whatever the case may be, that they're just going to dress them as Black Americans because that is what they are. There's nothing African about them, because they are trying to, degrade and, talk down on Tyla. Now, I have made my thoughts known in the first part, but right now this conversation about Uppity Africa got more triggering and got more intense when Tyla decided to update her bio and added Uppity Africa and told people to go stream our album, or our album was coming out, something in that line. Now that was what triggered everything the more, and people were like, no way girl, you are doing what, and they could not stand it. And then more conversations arose. The Black Americans started speaking, and then South Africans, being who they had, decided to come outside and speak for Tyla. Now I'm here with all the conversations that we're going to be getting into. Guys, sit back, relax, and let's just go on this journey.
And let me address who are the Uppity Africans, because obviously there's this statement that is going around about an Uppity African. An Uppity African is definitely a South African for a number of reasons. We are the Uppity Africans because we don't grovel to America. We don't grovel. We are not like desperate to be like in the Americas. So we're gonna be labeled as the Uppity Africans, and also we come from abundance. The reason why you are calling us that is because you are not used to Africans who are actually self-assured, who come from abundance, who are educated, who are talented, who are traveled, who go to America because they want to, not because they are destitute and they are desperate. South Africans who go to America because they want to, not because we are groveling for the American lifestyle, for the green cards. No. So you obviously are gonna call us the Uppity Africans, and we are proudly Uppity Africans, because for the longest time, and I'm not saying all of them, Americans have been bullying Africans a lot, because a lot of Africans who leave their countries and go to America, it's because they are destitute, they're desperate, they are there, because they have no other option. We have options. We have options in South Africa. We have beautiful land, we have opportunities. We have so many things that are going for us. We are talented, we are educated, we are just well diversified. There is so much that we are that you're just not used to from an African. Do you understand? I saw somebody talk about the fact that you're used to Nigerians who are very cocky, and this has got nothing to do with us not wanting to be humble to Americans. Listen, a cocky person and an uppity person are two different things. A Nigerian is definitely cocky, but Nigerians, come from Nigeria. South Africans come from South Africa. Those are two different worlds. And Nigerians obviously probably grovel to be in America, whereas we don't have to do that. We don't. Do you know what I mean? I'm having this moment with you, especially my Americans, because I'm married to an American. I have a lot of love for America. I have a lot of love for Americas. But also at the same time, I've been exposed to a lot of the American mentality. I've spent time in America. There's a lot of Americans who don't travel. And I guess a lot of them who are on this platform and they're busy attacking someone like Tyla, you know, are the ones that have never stepped out of America. So they don't understand that somebody who comes from Africa can have so much presence and also like can be so self-assured. Like that's baffling to them, you know. But let me tell you something, a lot of us are like that from South Africa, you know, because like I said, we have a lot of abundance, you know, in South Africa. We have a lot of talent. We are educated. We just have a lot going for us, you know. And like all of this stuff that you guys are going on about is so petty. Like, for example, you're going on about the fact that, you know, Tyla wanted to give the Grammy, or not the Grammy, sorry, the award to someone else to hold it. Who does she think she is? And I mean, she was so nice about it. She asked nicely because it was heavy. I've seen Cardi B do it. I've seen Cardi B being disrespectful about it and ask someone to hold their award. You guys didn't make a meal out of it. Why are you making a meal? It's because now it's Tyla from Africa and you guys don't like that. I was defending you guys the last time about Tyla. And I was like, you know, Americans want to know Tyla. But like now, it's giving you guys are just hating. You are haters. You are just hating on Tyla. And a lot of you who are hating on Tyla are people who just don't travel. You know, you don't get exposed to like the world. And the fact that the world is bigger than America, you know. And some of you who are on here going on about how South Africans are xenophobic. Nobody likes South Africans because they're xenophobic. I have a feeling that a lot of you are those people who are not really like born in America, or you are born in America, but your descendants come from like Africa, because like a born American who has been well-traveled knows that South Africans are not xenophobic. We have a lot of Africans that live in South Africa. We accommodate them. The problem is that you guys are just not used to self-assured Africans who are not like quaking because of America, you know. I think that's the problem right here. So you're going to label us the Uppity Africans, and we are the Uppity Africans because we do come from, you know, uppityness. Lastly, I heard an American once say to me, you know, like, you act so bougie and you come from Africa. I was like, I come from the bougie side of Africa. You know, you're not used to Africans being bougie. I come from the bougie side of Africa, because like as Africans we need to act like what? Like we come from the kingdom, baby. Everything that you need is in Africa. That's all.
The critique of Tyla being an uppity African not only ties into the gendered expectations that are placed upon female artists, but also the narratives about like how African women in the global entertainment industry should act. Because it seems like a lot of you want them to be the image of gratitude and submission and humility, when in reality, she's just a pretty girl from Joburg. And let's pretend for a second that the criticism that Tyla has received has nothing to do with her African identity, okay? And let's pretend the statement was just, she's uppity, not an uppity African. Does that not show the tightrope that female artists walk upon? Because any self-assurance or assertiveness is met with resistance. And you expect them to be so agreeable and unthreatening, and anything that they do that steps outside these confines, even slightly, like asking a man to hold a heavy award for them, you're like ready to jump them. And I'm so sorry, before someone says, no, she was asking her, blah, blah, I'm so sorry. They're laughing at you on Twitter, if you didn't see. And you're still going on with these narratives that you create in your head for you. And I just don't get people that don't change their minds at all when presented with new information. Because you see these two girls on Twitter laughing at you, saying it was the voices in your head that made that story up. And here you are talking about, oh, there's still something off about her. Oh, her energy's off, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you're making it up. Anyways, I don't think there's even a sufficient amount of sorries, thank yous, please, excuse me's that Tyla could say to save her from the, I think there's just something off about her, she's arrogant, diva allegations. Because let's be real, these people don't have any real substance to their claims. It's just, I just have a feeling. And don't get me wrong, obviously it's okay to not like her. Like, obviously you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But when people say things like, oh, there's just something off about her, it just sounds so baseless, because it is baseless. Anyways, that's all I have to say today. Shout out the uppity African women. Also, one other thing, guys, you know when people are like criticizing someone, I feel like they just start to lie. Because when people are calling her like a one-hit wonder, why are we lying? Like, obviously music is subjective, so let me speak for myself. I think her album was no skips. Like, genuinely, I was like, wow, this inspired me to go back and listen to her album. But anyways, They're the haters. You have to at least say 3-4 hit wonder. Like, don't just be a hater, please. And actually, it doesn't even look like she's wandering anywhere.
Black Americans are just mad at Tyla because they can't get to live vicariously through her. Tyla came to America and said, whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I am from Africa. Yeah, I have some African heritage. But where I am from, I am not considered black because I am racially ambiguous. I am mixed. I am considered colored. African American tried to tell her that colored is an offensive word. And she wasn't trying to have that, and South Africa wasn't trying to have that, because you don't get to define blackness or put people in a box because you're an American. Now all of a sudden Americans come out and talking about Tyla is not an Afrobeats artist, and oh, she's entitled and uppity. She's not entitled and uppity. Tyla is no different than you all American celebrities. So how all of a sudden now Tyla is so uppity and this and that? Why? Because you all are mad because she doesn't want to identify as black, and she does not have to. Phenotypically, she does not even look African. Tyla is mostly of Indian descent and stuff. Okay, there are a lot of Indians in South Africa. There are a lot of different ethnic groups in South Africa that are non-African, and that is okay. Tyla doesn't have to identify as black. Tyla asks Halle Bailey and Lil Nas X to hold an award, and all of a sudden you all want to crucify her and act like she's so entitled. If she's entitled, then she wouldn't be the first entitled celebrity. She is not the first celebrity to ask someone to hold an award. Let's be real. But you all are trying to create a problem with Tyla because you all are mad, you all are jealous. You all are trying to define Tyla and put her in a box, and she's not allowing it because she is from a country. She has a home, and where she comes from, they define her and they define people like themselves, not Americans. African Americans love, but not just African Americans, a lot of black people around the world love to live vicariously through mixed people. Anyone that has an ounce of black, they love to invoke the one drop rule so that they can live vicariously. This is a low self-esteem. This is inferiority complex, like a manifestation of it. Like, you all want to live vicariously through mixed people. That's why you all were mad when Amber Rose, like celebrities like Amber Rose, the one that identify as white, identify as black, sorry. And you all go hard for Mariah Carey because she has like 25% black. You all be like, oh well, she's a black artist, whatever. Mariah Carey does not even look like y'all. If we have never seen Mariah Carey father, then there was no way that you all would have been able to tell that she's black. If Mariah Carey was out here talking about some, oh well, I don't identify as black, I am mixed, I'm racially ambiguous, or I'm white, or whatever, she would not have been a legend. You all would have been mad because you all would not have been able to live vicariously through her because she wasn't identifying with you all. You all need to leave Tyla alone. Tyla is young, she's beautiful, and she's talented. She's not just some random pretty face that is put in a position and has no talent. She's actually very talented, and you all are just jealous. And stop trying to act like if you all cancel somebody in America, then that person will be broke, or that person will have success anywhere. There's a whole world outside of America. You all know that, right? There are lots of artists that Americans do not know about, and they are widely successful all over the world. You all need to come out of this box that you all are living in and wake up and smell the coffee. There's a whole world out there outside of America.
If Americans saw the pop culture and the celebrity moments that we as South Africans have experienced over the years, they would go into convulsions, because if Tyla to them is considered an entitled uppity African, they ain't seen nothing yet. Wasn't it Kani Mbao who, when she got her first yellow Lamborghini, the first thing she did was drive straight to the Sunday Times offices so that they could photograph her and Mandla Mthembu in their matching Lamborghinis? Let us also not forget Casper Nyovest posing atop his Rolls Royces, one foot on one Rolls Royce, the other foot on the other Rolls Royce. That happened not so long ago. So Mizi and Mam Kize got together and hosted a whole photo shoot to showcase their collective Louis Vuitton items. Was it also not a trend in Johannesburg for people to dip their Rolexes into champagne? Another trend, washing your hands with champagne and Hennessy in clubs. And even Bonang, let us not forget that once when she had fans go up to her and ask her for a photograph and an autograph, she told them very iconically, no baby, eat your food. So if Tyla is an entitled uppity African, the things that we see in Joburg would send them into absolute catatonic state maybe she's right. They ain't never seen a pretty girl from Joburg.
Dear first world people, thank you so much for allowing me to breathe the same air as you. Me, a humble girl from the country Africa. I have never seen lights like this because I'm from the village and I don't know anything nice in my country, but I'm just so grateful that you guys have allowed me into your space.
You heard everything they had to say. What did you think? Kindly leave your thoughts with me in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next one.